giving you lumberjack realness. Should be lumberjill. Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another episode of Mondays with Mandy. So today's video is going to be a little bit different and very specific topic. If you can't already tell by the title, we are going to be talking about, I just have to say, it is so rocky on the ship today. Like, it is redonkulous how rocky it is. People are like, we're going down, but we're not going down, I promise. We just fell over. The Lysol! Everything's fine. Resume. If you can't already tell by the title, like I was saying, we are going to be talking about how to deal with mean girls. I felt like this was really good timing for this video because it's August, everybody's going back to school. Where other place are you going to run into mean girls the most is at school. So in this video today, I'm going to share with you guys my personal story on how I dealt with mean girls in middle school and high school, understanding why a mean girl is a mean girl in the first place, and how you guys can deal with them with grace and class. So the first thing that I want you to do before we get into any of this, no matter what you're dealing with, no matter where you are at in your life, no matter who you are, I want you to go put on your favorite lipstick, go look at yourself in the mirror, and I want you to tell yourself these three things. I am beautiful, I am smart, and I deserve better. Go ahead. Oh, wait. Are you done? Perfect. No matter what you're going through, you never deserve to be bullied or to be treated like anything less than wonderful. So now that we have that said and you're feeling good about yourself with that gorgeous lipstick on, let's talk about some mean girls. So I'm going to tell you guys my story, and I will remember this probably for the rest of my life because I think everybody goes through a time where they encounter some sort of bully / mean girl. It's almost like a rite of passage that you either see it happening or it happens to you. So it happened for me in middle school. I can't remember specifically what was being said, but I was instant messaging one of my friends and she was really mad at me, and she said, "Did you say this and this and this?" And I was like, "I would never say that about you." And she's like, "Okay, well, I'm just making sure that you didn't say this." I was never really one to say mean things about people or talk behind their back. I mean, middle school is such an awkward time, I feel, for a girl because you're not necessarily really wearing makeup yet. You're just kind of like figuring yourself out, like your body's changing, and it's just such an awkward time. So I know for me, I was definitely outgoing because I loved performing, but I wasn't so outgoing that I was outspoken. Now, I don't think that's necessarily a negative thing, but I was outgoing with a dash of shyness. Like, I never stepped out of my comfort zone. To ever be caught in a girl feud was really never something that I thought would ever really happen to me because I just liked being friends with everybody. I got along with everyone fine. I was just one of the girls. And then that happened, and I thought that was it. I thought that conversation squashed everything, but I was oh so wrong. I get to school the next day. I'm going to say hi to all my girlfriends, and that same girl is just staring at me with her arms crossed. She is so angry, and I'm like, "Hey, how's it going? What's up? Like, what's going on?" And oh my gosh, she was so angry with me. And then so were all the other girls, because, you know, of course you gotta have your girlfriend's back, but nobody had mine, and they were horrible to me. I could tell you all of those girls' names right this second because I will never forget how they treated me for the next, like, half a year this went on for. I mean, these girls know how to hold a grudge, let me tell you. But I'm not gonna do that because I am a classy lady. But anywhooser, girls and boys, if you're watching this, I will tell you, I was shoved in the hallway. I had pink lemonade spilled all over my head, all onto my clothes, and that stuff is sticky. Let me tell you. I had nasty notes written about me. It was horrible. I apologized, I don't know how many times, to those girls because all I wanted to do was make things right. It makes me sad to think that those girls had so much hatred for me over a miscommunication, misunderstanding, but they couldn't find it in their 13-year-old heart to say, whatever, not a big deal. They found it easier to get angry at me and take it out on me. So that lasted probably all of 7th grade, but I will never forget that middle school year. And I don't think you really ever forget your first encounter with mean girls. So let me break down a mean girl for you. There are things you need to understand about a mean girl that makes her a mean girl that you probably had no idea about. My theory is that a mean girl can be of two situations. She could just be insanely jealous, intimidated by you, and it makes her angry. And it could be something that you have absolutely no control over. It could be the color of your eyes, the color of your hair, your family situation. It could be that your parents are still married, that you have siblings, the ability to play sports or to sing, or that you're really smart. Those are things that God has just blessed you with, and maybe she's just jealous of it. It is a lot easier in any situation that is confrontational or uncomfortable to get angry than it is to take a step back and say, why does that bother me? Not a whole lot of people do that. A lot of people just get angry and say, I'm gonna be mean to her instead. It'll make me feel better. Option number 2 is there is something much deeper, much more personal going on with that girl than you could ever understand. There could be personal issues at home. There could be issues that she is fighting with her own self that we will just never understand. And it's frustrating for her, so she's gonna take it out on whoever she can to make herself feel better. Now, girls, I got news for you. I'm 26 years old, almost 27. And I still deal with mean girls all the time. You would think as you get older, the mean girls kind of start to trickle out. My mama, being the gorgeous lady she is, and proud and 50, I'm sure she hates me for telling her age, she also still deals with mean girls, mean women in the workplace, friends that just maybe aren't really your friends anymore. Mean girls really don't disappear. But what you can do is learn how to deal with them, learn how to recognize and detect them early on, and learn how to handle yourself in those situations. With that said, I don't want to discourage you by saying that mean girls never really go away. I just want to open your eyes to the fact that people go through things differently in their lives, and sometimes it comes out in the form of a mean girl. You do not have to be that mean girl, and you do not have to put up with that mean girl ever. I've just gotten to a point in my life where if it doesn't make me better, if it doesn't enrich my life, and if it doesn't bring me closer to my goals, then I don't need to be a part of it, and I don't need it to be around in my life. And if that means a certain individual or individuals, so be it. So how in the world do you deal with a mean girl? Mean girls can make your life hard. They talk about you, they spread rumors about you, they make you uncomfortable in the hallway, or they make you uncomfortable in the classroom, they're whispering about you, they're just making you feel bad. The only person that can make you feel bad is yourself. You have total control of how you feel. First of all, there's a reason why they say don't let them bring you down, because you're up here, and they're down here, and they're just trying to claw at you to try and bring you down. The way that can happen is you start talking about her, you start spreading rumors, you start gossiping, you start being ugly and mean girl to her back, and now you're no better than her. We don't want that to happen. Secondly, you can just confront the girl. If you feel confident and strong enough to go up to her face to face and ask her, what's the deal? Go for it. Pull her aside, get her away from all those other girls that she's probably putting on a face for, and say, what's the deal? And she'll do one of two things. She'll either brush you off and say, get out of here, or she might just very well tell you what her deal is with you. If you guys can't hash it out and you can't make it better, then at least you know you have done all that you can to try and make things better. You've made her recognize that her actions are really tacky and they're not acceptable. Third thing you need to do is absolutely 100% ignore them. The moment that they get a reaction out of you, they've won and they've accomplished their goal in making you feel bad and uncomfortable. It makes you all of these emotions. Why are these girls being so mean to me, and why won't they back off? Why do they feel it so necessary to make me feel bad? Well, honey, that just goes back to the reasons why a mean girl is a mean girl. Now, I realize you girls are human, that of course you're going to react. I mean, let me tell you, I would go home and I would cry my little eyes out. I'd put on some sad Backstreet Boys and just cry in my room and say, why, God, why? And then I would stop crying at some point and I would tell myself, you're going to follow your dreams, you're going to keep on singing, you're going to do what you love, and you're going to show them what you're made of. That's exactly what got me through those tough times, is believing in myself, staying true to myself, and being strong, and knowing that I am capable of following, pursuing, and accomplishing my dreams and my goals. You stay away from them, you separate yourself from them, you sit at a different table, you hang out with a different group of friends, maybe you join a different club if that's what you feel like is appropriate, and then eventually they'll get tired, they'll get bored, and they'll move on to somebody else. And then you can show that somebody else this video so then they can know how to deal with those mean girls too. You do what you need to do to take care of yourself, because if you don't take care of yourself, nobody will. Last and certainly not least, serious note on this, girls, if you feel like you are being bullied to the point of harm's way, let somebody know. Tell your best friend, tell your siblings, tell your parents, tell a teacher or a counselor that you know you can trust, that you feel like you are at risk. Never, ever, ever let the bully or a mean girl get the best of you, because you're fabulous, you're fantastic, and you are worth so much better than what you are getting from these mean girls and bullies. I hope you all have a fabulous school year, have a wonderful time, make new friends, new memories, have new adventures, go out and have a great time, and don't let any mean girl be a part of that, because ain't nobody got time for that. Bye, girl, bye. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and you learned a lot on how to deal with those nasty mean girls. Please like and subscribe my channel. Also, you can follow me on all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, and Twitter. That is all down below, and I will see you guys in my next video. Mwah. Bye.